Please, God, let him telephone me now. Dear God, let him call me now. I won't ask anything else of you. Truly, I won't. It isn't very much to ask. It would be so little to you, God. Just a little thing. Only let him telephone me now. Please, God, please, please, please. If I didn't think about it, maybe the telephone might ring. Sometimes it does that. If I could think of something else, probably if I counted to 500 by fives, it might ring. By that time, I'll count slowly. I won't cheat, and if it rings when I get to 300, I won't stop. I won't answer until it gets to 500. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, 40, 45. Oh, please, ring. Please. This is the last time I'll look at the clock. I will not look again. It's 10 minutes past 7. He said he would telephone at 5 o'clock. I'll call you at 5, darling. He said darling. I think that's what he said. He said darling. I'm almost sure he said it there, yes. I know he called me darling twice, and the other time when he said goodbye, darling. Yeah, he was busy and he couldn't say much in the office. He called me darling twice. He couldn't have minded my calling him up. I know it shouldn't keep me telephoning them. I know they don't like that. No. When you do that, they know you are thinking about them and wanting them, and that makes them hate you. But I hadn't talked to him in 3 days, not in 3 days. And all I did was ask him how he was. It was just the way anybody might have called him up. He couldn't have minded that. He couldn't have thought I was bothering him. No, of course you're not. No, he couldn't have minded that. And he said he'd call me, he'd telephone me. He didn't have to say that. I didn't ask him to say that. Truly, I didn't. I'm sure I didn't. I don't think he would say he'd telephone me and then just never do it. Please don't let him do that, God. Please don't. I'll call you at 5, darling. Goodbye, darling. He was busy and he was in a hurry, and there were people around him. But he called me darling twice. That's mine. That's mine. I have that, and even if I never see him again, oh, but that's so little. That isn't enough. Nothing's enough. If I never see him again, please let me see him again, God. Please, I want him so much. I want him so much. I'll be good, God. I'll try to be better. I will. If you will let him see me again. If you will let him telephone me. Oh, let him telephone me now. Don't let my prayers seem too little to you, God. You sit up there so white and old, and all the angels and about you, and the stars slipping by, and I come to you with a prayer about a telephone call. Don't laugh. God, you see, you don't know how it feels. You're so safe. You're there on your throne with your blue swirling around you. Nothing can touch you. No one can twist your heart in their hands. Oh God, the name of thine only beloved Son, Jesus Christ our Lord. let him telephone me now? I must stop this. I mustn't be this way. Look, suppose a young man says he'll call a girl up and then something happens and he doesn't. That isn't terrible. That isn't so terrible, is it? Why, it's going all over the world. Right this minute. Oh, what do I care? Why can't it? Couldn't you ring? Please, couldn't you ring? You damn ugly, shoddy thing. Damn you. I'll pull your filthy roots from the wall, and I'll smash your black face in. I'll smash it to pieces, you filthy phone. Damn you. No. No, I must stop. I must think about something else. This is what I'll do. I'll put the clock in the other room. Then I can't look at it. And if I have to look at it, then I'll walk into the bedroom and that will be something to do. Maybe before I look at it again, he will call. I'll be so sweet to him if he calls. If he says he can't see me tonight, I'll say, why is that? No, I'll say, why, that's all right, dear. Why, of course. It's all right. I'll be the way I used to be when I first met him. Yeah. And then maybe he'll like me again. And I was always sweet at first. So it'll be easy to be sweet again. Yes, I'll be sweet again. Oh, it's easy to be sweet to people before you love them. Yes, it is. I think he must still like me a little. I think he has to, just a little, right? He couldn't have called me darling twice today if he didn't like me just a little bit. It isn't all gone. It's still there. He still likes me a little. Even if it's only a little bit, it's a little. You see, God, if you could just let him telephone me, I wouldn't have to ask you anything more. I would be sweet to him. I would be gay. I would be just the way I used to be. And then he would love me again. And then I would never have to ask you for anything more. You see, God, so you don't have to answer me no more. You please let him telephone me. Why won't you let him, won't you? Please. Please. Are you punishing me, God, because I've been bad? Are you angry with me because of that? Oh, but God, there are so many bad people. You could be hard only on them, and you shouldn't be so hard on me. And it wasn't that very bad. It could have been worse. It couldn't have been bad. It didn't hurt nobody, God. Things are only bad when bad people hurt people. We don't hurt one single soul. We haven't hurt. We didn't. And you know that. You know it wasn't bad, don't you, God? So won't you let him telephone me? If he doesn't telephone me, I don't know. I know God is angry with me. If he doesn't call me, I know God's angry with me. I know he is. If he doesn't call, I'll count to 500 by fives. And if he hasn't called me by then, I know God isn't going to help me. I'll know he isn't going to help me. That will be the sign right there. Yeah, that'll be a sign. And I will know God isn't going to help me ever again. Okay, God. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, please, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. It was. I knew it was. Alright, God, send me on. You think you're fighting with me? You think it'll be worse than what I'm leaving now? Do you think so? You think it's worse than what I am in right now? Think it is worse than my hair? He doesn't wish that about me. I know he doesn't. He even knows how he makes me feel. I wish he could know without telling him. They don't like you to tell them. They've made you cry. They don't like you to tell them you're unhappy because of them. If you do, they think that you're possessive and exacting, and they hate you. They hate you whenever you say anything really that you think. You always have to keep them playing games. Oh, I thought we didn't have to. I thought this was so big. I could say whatever I meant. I guess you can't ever. I guess there isn't anything big enough for that. Oh, if he would just telephone, I wouldn't tell him. I've been sad about him. I'd hate sad people. They hate sad people. I would be so sweet and gay. He couldn't help but like me. If he would only telephone. If he would only telephone. Maybe that's what he's doing. Maybe he's coming here without calling me up, you think? Nothing could ever happen to him. I can't picture him lying still and long and dead. I wish he were dead. That's terrible. That's a terrible wish. That's a lovely wish. If he were dead, he would be mine. If he were dead, I would never think of now and last week. I would remember only the lovely times. It would be beautiful. All would be beautiful. I wish he were dead. I wish he were dead. Dead, dead, dead. Yeah. This is silly. This is silly. It's silly to go wishing people were dead just because they don't call you, and up at the very minute they would. They would. Maybe the clock's fast. I don't know whether it's all right. Maybe he's hardly late at all. Anything could have made him a little late. Maybe he had to stay at his office. Yes, maybe he went home to call me and there was somebody there and they came in and he doesn't like to call me in front of people. Maybe he's worried just a little bit about keeping me waiting. Maybe he might even hope that I would call him up. I could do that. I could telephone him. Yes, I could call. I mustn't. Oh, God, please don't let me call him. Please. Please. Maybe doing that, I know, God, you just gotta keep me from doing that. I can't do that. Just as well as you do that. If he were worried about me, he'd telephone me no matter where he was or how many people were around him. Yes, he would. Please make me know that, God. I don't ask you to make it easy for me. You don't do that for all people. No. You could make a world Only let me know it, God. Don't let me go on hoping. Don't let me say comforting things to myself. Please don't. Let me hope. Dear God, please don't. I won't telephone him. I'll never telephone him again as long as I live. He'll rot. He'll rot in hell before I call him up. You don't have to give me strength, God. I have it myself. If he wanted me, he could get me. He knows where I am. He knows I am waiting here. He's so sure of me. So sure. I wonder why they hate you. As soon as they are sure of you, I should think it would be so sweet to be sure. It would be so easy to telephone him, then I'd know. Maybe it wouldn't be foolish. A foolish thing to do, maybe it won't. Maybe he wouldn't mind. Maybe he'd like it. Maybe he's been trying to get a hold of me. Sometimes people try and sometimes people get on the phone and it says their number doesn't work. Sometimes that happens. You know, that really happens. God, oh God, keep me away from that phone. Keep me away. Let me still have a little bit of pride. I'm going to need it, God. It will be all I have. Oh, what does pride matter when I can't stand it? If I don't talk to him, pride like that is such silly, shabby little thing. The real pride, the big pride, is the only having no pride. I am not saying that just because I want to call him. I'm not saying that that's not true. It's true. I know it's true. I will be big. I will be beyond little prides. Please, God, keep me from telephoning. Please, God. I don't have pride. I don't see what pride has to do with it. This is such a little thing for me to be bringing in pride. For me to be making such a fuss. And maybe I misunderstood. Maybe I misunderstood him. Maybe he is trying to call me. Maybe I need to call him up. Maybe he wanted me to call him at 5. Call me at 5, darling. He could have said that perfectly well. It was almost possible that I didn't hear him right. Call me at 5, darling. I almost sure that's what he said. God, please don't let me talk to myself this way. Don't let me talk to myself. Please let me know. I think I know something else. I'll just sit quietly. If I sit quietly, and if I could sit still, maybe I could read. Yes. Oh, I'll read all the books that people want to hear. Yes, I'll read you stories. That'll help. Yes. Yes. Oh, all the books about people who love each other. Oh, truly, sweetly. Yes, I can read you that. What do they write about that for? No, there isn't no happiness. Don't they know that it's a lie? It's a lie, damn it. Why do they have to tell someone about that for? When they know it's gonna hurt. Damn them. Damn them. Damn them all. I won't be quiet. There is nothing to get excited about. Look. Suppose he were someone I didn't know. Suppose he were a girl. Then I telephone and say, well, goodness sake. What happened to you? What I do, I never even think about. Why can't I be casual and natural? Just because I love him, I can be honest. I can. I'll call him and be so easy and pleasant. You see, I won't. God, oh God, don't let me call him. Don't let me call him. God, aren't you really going to stop me. Aren't you really going to let him call? Are you sure, God? Couldn't you please relent? Couldn't you please? I don't even ask you to let him telephone me this minute. I'll do it so slowly, so fairly. If he hasn't telephoned me, then I'll call him. I'll call. Oh, please, dear God, dear kind God, please bless Father in heaven. Let him call before then, please, God. I'll do my count. I will count. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35,